Joe here at Statesville Mad Vapes. I'm going to do a short video today going over something I get asked a lot about. This isn't necessarily for experienced vapers or people who've been shopping here for a long time, although you're more than welcome to watch this to see if there's any information that you didn't already know. What I'm going to go over today is what is directly behind me, our e-liquid. We get asked all the time, how does this work? What's in it? What's involved with it? Are they natural? Is it natural extracts? How do you mix it? How do you know your nicotine strength? So these are some of the things I'm going to address today. So first things first, we'll start with the numbers. Whenever you're talking about juice or you hear people talking about juice, you hear, oh, well, mine's an 80-20 or mine's a 70-30 or mine's, 90-10. What those two numbers are, the first number is vegetable glycerin. That's the amount of vegetable glycerin that's in it. Now you're talking percentage, so 90% to 10%. The 90%, that's a very, very thick juice. That's a lot of vegetable glycerin. The vegetable glycerin is the main component to vaping. What this is what gives you the smoothness of your hit and how thick your cloud will be. Vegetable glycerin by itself is naturally sweet, so you can, although some people aren't comfortable with that, you can taste it and see. It is naturally sweet. It's got a good little flavor to it, but you want to add other extracts. Now the second number is propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is the flavor carrier. That's what produces the majority of your flavor, but that's also what gives you a throat hit. Now I know that nicotine gives you a throat hit as well, but when you get to higher PG juices, like a 60-40 or a 70-30, you'll definitely notice that it's rougher to hit. Now some people look forward to that, and some people don't. So it's completely up to you as to what you want to do. When it comes down to our flavors, almost all of these are natural extracts. So if you're allergic to blueberry, you want to avoid our black and blueberry and our blueberry. You just want to avoid those because they contain the natural extract of blueberry. Now, however, there are some that aren't, like spiced pipe or s'mores. Obviously, you can't extract it from s'mores because it's not a natural occurring thing. So really, depending on what device you're using and what power you're vaping at and what your preference is, those three things are really going to drive what type of juice you want to get, whether you want a thicker or thinner juice. Now, a lot of people say max VG. Max VG means 80% VG, 20% propylene glycol. Now, you can go more than that, but you really need to be dripping on an RDA, running an RTA, which is a rebuildable, or running a very, very powerful, like Arctic V12 or the very, very popular TF V12. Those tanks, you really need thick juice. One, to produce a thick cloud, but two, to saturate those coils because you're running very high power. So when it comes to picking your flavors, you have the availability to sample. We also keep a book here that gives you a lot of popular suggestions. Ones that customers have came up with. Now, forgive us, ours is a little torn up, but that's just from use. But there's a ton of different flavors, and if you produce a mixture that tastes really good and our customers like it, we'll sell that here. We'll write it down in the book and you can pick it up at any time and so can your friends or your family or anybody that comes in here. So that is kind of a fun aspect to it, getting to try other juices, see what other people think, maybe branch out from the wheelhouse that you've been in. Also, every day we do a custom blend at our store, which means you can come in and get a 50 mil with nicotine after tax for $13.16. So that's pretty inexpensive. Now when it comes to mixing a flavor, let's just say like today I'm going to mix something that I go for. It's a really good strawberry citrus. I like that combination. So what I'm going to do is I know my nicotine strength. I want a 3 milligram. Now this is off camera, so I'll bring it up to you. But we have a little dial right here. Now I'm going to go to my computer system that's off to the side, and I'm going to put in my bottle size and the amount that I want, and it gives me the number to put on the dial. Now I already know my number. Just like that. So from then, that's just if you want to get nicotine. From that point forward, we're going to go through and select whether you want our max line, which is an 80-20, or our Mad Vapor, which is anywhere from 50-50 to 60-40. But I vape on something that's pretty powerful. It's your Robomizer Supreme. I have some Claptons in there, so I definitely want something thicker to produce the cloud. So I'm going to go for our max line. I'm going to do max strawberry. You see how thick it is. I'm squeezing this and it's taking a second to get it out. And then I'm going to go for our natural citrus because this is by far the most underrated flavor we carry. The stuff is phenomenal. And it does add, even though it's a max VG, it does add a little bit of a throat punch. And then from this point, I'm going to pull out our Panther Liquid gummies, because this is a fantastic candied gummy flavor, and I just really enjoy that flavor. And just that simple, I have just created a juice that I'm going to vape on for the next couple of weeks. And, well, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'll probably vape that in like 3 days, but, you know, so the amount of options are endless. You really can do whatever you're looking for. We have so much liquid here that you have unbelievable options, and that's just on house blends. Now, house blends are generally a lot less expensive than going for premiums. They do produce excellent flavor. However, they are not pre-steeped, so you may find that you want to let your bottle sit in a cool, dark place for a week or two to really let the flavors culminate and add to them. So now we have a wonderful strawberry citrus flavor, and it really is that easy. And so it just takes but a couple minutes. You can come in and mix up whatever flavor you want. So if y'all have any questions, you know what to do. Holler.